You know, it's kind of funny. One of the biggest, most expensive problems a homeowner can face often starts with something we barely even think about. And no, it's not inside your house. Today, we're going to talk about the hidden dangers lurking right over your head. Yep, in your gutters. So let me ask you this. What's that one chore, that one part of your house that you always put off? I'm not talking about mowing the lawn. I'm talking about something that's literally out of sight and for most of us, totally out of mind. You guessed it, it's the gutters. I mean, they're the definition of out of sight, out of mind, right? We just kind of assume they're up there doing their job, moving water where it's supposed to go, until they just stop. And that's the real trap, isn't it? Ignoring them works just fine, right up until the moment it doesn't. And by the time you actually notice there's a problem, that little clog has probably already turned into a huge, expensive headache. So why all the fuss about a few leaves? Well, because a clogged gutter isn't just an inconvenience. It's a serious risk to the actual structure of your home. Yeah, sure, an overflowing gutter looks bad, but the real damage is the stuff you can't see. We're talking about water seeping behind your walls, creating a perfect home for mold, attracting all sorts of pests. It's a recipe for disaster. In fact, it can set off this whole chain reaction of expensive problems. That water spills over and pools right up against your foundation, which can lead to cracks and, truly devastating issues. All that standing water also just eats away at the gutters themselves, causing rust and corrosion, forcing you to replace them way sooner than you should have had to. And of course, it just kills your home's curb appeal and its value. Okay, so we've laid out the risks. They're real, they're expensive, but here's the good news. They are totally preventable. So what's the best way to protect your biggest investment from this kind of top-down threat? Well, the real solution is a professional gutter cleaning. And this is so much more than just grabbing a few handfuls of leaves. It's a whole system designed to make sure your gutters are clear and working exactly like they're supposed to. Now, you've really got two choices. You can try to do it yourself, or you can hire a pro. And look, the DIY route might seem cheaper at first, but you're dealing with ladders, a high risk of falling, and it's so easy to miss those deep clogs in the downspouts. A professional team, on the other hand, shows up with all the right safety gear, specialized tools to get the job done right, and, best of all, they clean up the whole mess for you. A real professional job follows this clear 5-step process. It all starts with a really thorough inspection to see what's going on up there. Then they carefully remove all the leaves and twigs and gunk. After that comes the most important step, flushing, which is then followed by bagging up all that debris and a final quality check to make sure everything is perfect. And that flushing step, that's the real game changer. After the big stuff is gone, they use high-pressure water to just blast out all the leftover grit and sludge. This is what clears out those really stubborn hidden clogs deep down in your downspouts, guaranteeing water can actually flow freely away from your house. See, at the end of the day, this isn't just about getting your gutters cleaned. It's about protecting your entire home, your investment. When you bring in an expert, you're not just buying a service, you're buying peace of mind. So what does that expertise actually get you? Well, it means you have technicians who get how all the different gutter systems work. It means they're using the right top-of-the-line tools for the job. It means they get rid of all the debris in an eco-friendly way, and most importantly, it's all backed up by a satisfaction guarantee. Don't let clogged gutters compromise the integrity of your home. This really just says it all, doesn't it? Your home is probably the biggest investment you'll ever make, and protecting it from the top down is just crucial. So that leaves us with one last question to think about. Is your home really protected? If you can't remember the last time your gutters were cleaned, it might be time to think about calling in a pro. Thanks for joining us for this explainer.